Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have more cool comic book slash film slash story discussion fun. This such topic is about legendary singer named Kelis Rogers or Kelis Rogers. And of course, I will also be comparing power levels for Kelis Rogers in regards to her immense powers and skill sets of abilities that range of variety in her life. And of course, like many other great singers slash artists, musicians that came before her and after her, they had humble beginnings, just like Kelis did. Initially, of course, at an early age, she started singing as a little child. She was even singing at 4 years old and accompanying her father, musician, into nightclubs to sing with him because her father was a popular jazz musician that had a full career. He was also, of course, a minister and an ex-college professor. While her mother was heavily into fashion, she even had her own fashion business. So Kelis was immersed in fashion and arts and music growing up. And her parents had an effect over her in terms of influencing her to pursue a music career. They knew about her talents at an early age, so both her parents encouraged her. So she sang in choirs initially. She mastered a variety of musical instruments as a little girl, such as the piano, the saxophone, and some other instruments, of course. And when she attended high school, she went to a high school for the performing arts, of course, and she joined a choir, a popular choir, I believe, the Harlem Choir, and she pursued her singing, in that particular stage of her development. At the age of 16, I believe she became a backing vocalist for a popular group at that time. And then as a backing vocalist, her lyrics and voice caught the attention of some major music producers, of course, which were responsible for getting her signed to a contract. And then, of course, once they backed her, they produced songs, and she released that album, and it made some noise because some of the songs charted high on the R&B charts and other types of charts. It is said that that album even sold over in Europe, I believe, going gold in Europe, but being shy of gold in America. But it wouldn't be until her third release that she would see immense album sales from her third album, of course. She ended up releasing 6 full studio albums, and of course, she contributed greatly to the success of those albums off of her skills at songwriting and her vocal talents, of course, to go along with those. So she became a hit maker, and she has a string of gold selling albums, of course, that adds up to 6. Her musical career defined her excellence as an artist, of course, but she went further than that because she went into chef. She became a prominent chef by attending the Cordon Bleu School, I believe. And after becoming a chef, she wrote her own cookbook and has hosted numerous cooking shows on Food Network since then. She also took her passion a little bit further into farming because she's gotten heavily into farming. She controls farms in California and I believe some overseas, like in Africa, in terms of her program for farming. And of course, she's made an impression too as a food genius. She's come up with her own sauces, of course, and of course, written recipes. It has made her a gourmet extraordinaire. Let me get to her power levels. She's a powerful stage performer who has performed in hundreds of shows over a nearly 3-decade career. She's a powerful songwriter that has contributed dozens of songwriting to hit songs, or she's either written the full song or co-written on it. She's a powerful, unique, rare voice that, of course, is powerful at blending different genres of music and sounds, such as electronic, dance, R&B, pop, and funk. Of course, to this day, she still performs and does a lot of shows, even though she's into the farming and she's a prominent chef and has her own line of food sauces. She continues to tour constantly around the clock. And if you check for her latest show dates, you might find her out there somewhere. All right, folks, let me know how you feel about this one.